Ever told yourself, just one more round, and then at sunrise, your food's gone cold, and you're questioning your life choices? Yeah, welcome to the danger zone. This is your official warning. 10 brutally addictive games that don't just borrow your time, they hijack it. Let's dive straight in. From the second you step into that creepy little village, Resident Evil 4 basically says, forget your nerves, you won't need them. You play as Leon Kennedy, sent on what sounds like a simple rescue mission. But within minutes, you're barricading yourself inside a cabin, while a chainsaw-wielding maniac tries to redecorate your face. What makes this game so addictive is its pacing. Every corner feels like a trap. Every shadow hides something worse. You're constantly in survival mode, managing ammo like it's liquid gold. And when you hear that revving chainsaw in the distance, instant panic. But here's the genius, it's not just pure horror. RE4 mixes third-person action with survival elements in a way that feels smooth but brutally tense. Enemies flank, climb ladders, dodge shots, and swarm you intelligently. So you can't just spray and pray. And then there's the legendary attaché case inventory system. It sounds small, but it's iconic. Organizing your weapons, ammo, and herbs into a tight little suitcase feels like a puzzle game of its own. You'll spend minutes shuffling items around, making sure that shotgun fits just right. Weirdly satisfying, and it locks you even deeper into the experience. That constant loop of pressure, relief, and resource management is why once you start Resident Evil 4, it's nearly impossible to stop. If Resident Evil 4 is slow burn tension, Ghostrunner 2 is the exact opposite. Pure adrenaline on fast forward. This game doesn't ask if you're ready, it throws you straight into a cyberpunk blender. 1 second you're sprinting across neon skyscrapers, the next you're slicing thugs in midair like a futuristic ninja who's had too much caffeine. It's relentless. One-hit kills mean you'll die a lot, but here's the trick. Instant respawns. Every failure becomes a lesson, and nailing a perfect sequence feels like breaking a personal speed record. That cycle of fail fast, retry fast is what hooks you. Underneath the chaos is a clever upgrade system, a modular ability grid. Think of it like cybernetic Tetris. Want to deflect bullets? Extend slow motion? Boost your dash? You can, but only if you fit the pieces into limited space. That means every build feels personal and your playstyle actually matters. And then the game flips the table with motorcycle segments. Imagine slicing enemies at 200 miles per hour on vertical highways, lit up like a rave. It's stupidly over the top, and that's exactly why it works. Ghostrunner 2 doesn't just keep you awake. It forces your brain to lock into the rhythm of chaos until you realize you've been at it for hours. Now, let's change gears. But don't think for a second this one is less addictive. Ori and the Will of the Wisp looks soft and pretty at first glance, like some glowing watercolor painting come to life. But 5 minutes in, boom, you're emotionally wrecked and whispering, protect him at all costs. Orion is a tiny guardian spirit with a massive heart, and the journey takes you through enchanted forests, haunted ruins, and bioluminescent dreamscapes that feel ripped from a Studio Ghibli fever dream. The addiction here isn't just story, it's the movement. Ori dashes, double jumps, glides, wall climbs, and basically dances through the world. Everything flows so smoothly that just moving around feels incredible. Add combat with spirit weapons, energy blades, explosive projectiles, bows of pure light. And suddenly you're not just platforming, you're performing. Customization adds another layer. Spirit shards. These passive upgrades let you tailor Ori to your style. Maybe you want more health, maybe a triple jump, maybe sticky walls so you can cling like Spider-Man. It's flexible but never overwhelming. And then there's the Metroidvania loop, locked off areas that only open once you gain new abilities. You'll constantly spot paths you can't reach yet, and the anticipation of returning later makes exploration insanely rewarding. Ori isn't just a game, it's a world you want to keep running through, long past bedtime. If Ori is graceful, Sifu is pure brutality wrapped in martial arts elegance. This game doesn't just challenge you, it dares you. Every fight is a ballet of dodges, parries, and devastating combos. Miss a beat and you're punished. Nail the rhythm and you feel like you're starring in the best kung fu movie ever made. But the real hook is the aging mechanic. Every time you die, your character grows older. You lose speed but gain power. Suddenly, your fighter moves like a seasoned master. Slower, but every strike hits like a truck. This makes every death feel heavy. Do you risk everything for a risky parry? Or play safe and age another 5 years when you mess up? That tension keeps you glued to the screen. The skill tree adds another addictive twist. Unlocking new moves feels amazing. But unless you permanently invest enough XP, those skills vanish when you die for good. That makes each run not just practice, but progress. You're always chasing mastery across multiple lifetimes. Seafood is hard, punishing, and sometimes unfair. But the satisfaction of improvement is unmatched, and that's why players lose hours chasing the perfect run. Time to slow things down, but not in a bad way. Gris isn't about jump scares or high-speed combat. It's about emotion. It's a moving watercolor painting disguised as a game, and it sneaks up on you. You play as a girl navigating grief, wandering a crumbling world that's literally lost its color. No enemies, no health bars. Just haunting landscapes and the soundtrack that hits straight in the chest. As you progress, the world regains its colors. Red for anger, blue for sadness, green for hope. And each new shade isn't just a visual flourish. It represents emotional growth. Abilities are symbolic too. Turning into stone isn't just a gameplay mechanic, it's resilience. Learning to swim represents acceptance. Every new ability deepens the connection between the story and gameplay. The real addiction here is the atmosphere. Gris makes you want to keep going. Not because it's fun in the traditional sense, but because it's hypnotizing. It's quiet, beautiful, and emotionally loaded. The kind of game that keeps you up at night just to see what feeling it will stir up next. After that emotional dive, let's get back to pure adventure. Rise of the Tomb Raider wastes no time. From the opening blizzard, you're climbing icy cliffs with Lara Croft, dodging avalanches and barely surviving falls that would break anyone else's spine. What makes it addictive isn't just the action. Those snapping necks and setting enemies on fire never really gets old. It's the constant variety. 1 minute you're sneaking through camps like a ghost, the next you're solving puzzles in ancient tombs straight out of National Geographic on steroids. And the progression loop? Chef's kiss. Every scrap of cloth, metal, and random squirrel pelt you find actually matters. You're crafting ammo, traps, and upgrades that change how you approach every fight. Skill trees let you shape Laura into your own version of a survivor. Maybe a stealthy assassin, maybe a brutal brawler, or maybe an explorer with sharp instincts. It rewards curiosity and makes every side quest worth your time. This is one of those just one more objective games. Suddenly it's 3 a.m. and you've looted half of Siberia. Now for something darker. Vampyr doesn't ease you in. It slaps you with a moral dilemma from the start. You're Dr. Jonathan Reed, brilliant physician, freshly turned vampire, waking up in plague-ridden London. The world is grim, the Spanish flu is raging, and every NPC matters. Every civilian has a backstory, a family, and a role in the community. Feeding on them makes you stronger, but it also erases them permanently. Quests vanish, relationships collapse, entire districts fall apart. The social web system is what makes this so addicting. Every character is connected to others. Kill one, and you might trigger a domino effect that destroys an entire neighborhood. To make things even harder, the more you learn about someone, their secrets, routines, relationships, the more valuable their blood becomes. So the game basically attempts you to get invested in people's lives, only to make the decision to kill them even harder. It's manipulative, brilliant, and forces you to constantly balance your hunger with your humanity. And that moral tension is why people can't stop playing. Paranoia, the game. Prey starts with a fake-out. You're sipping coffee in a stylish apartment, until you realize it's all a lie and you're trapped on a space station crawling with aliens. The enemies, called mimics, can disguise themselves as literally anything. A chair, a coffee mug, a banana. Suddenly, every room is terrifying because you never know what might lunge at you. Exploration is deep and layered. The station is filled with story breadcrumbs, audio logs, notes, secret experiments that make you desperate to piece together what went wrong. And the neuromod system takes it to another level. You literally inject alien abilities into your brain. Want to turn into a mug to sneak past enemies? Do it. Want psychic blast, telekinesis, hacking powers? Go ahead. The world constantly rewards creative problem solving, and there's rarely just one solution to anything. The mix of survival horror, sci-fi mystery, and total freedom is what hooks you. Prey doesn't just scare you, it makes you paranoid in the best way. Next up, cinematic chaos. From the opening sequence, Jedi Survivor doesn't let you breathe. You're Cal Kestis, older, tougher, and way past done with the Empire's nonsense. Within minutes, you're slicing stormtroopers, sprinting across skyscrapers, and force-launching yourself off cliffs like gravity is optional. But it's not just non-stop action. The game balances blockbuster combat with quiet, almost meditative exploration. You'll wander through ancient ruins, solve puzzles, and uncover lore that even the movies never touched. The worlds are layered like a puzzle box, full of shortcuts and secrets that reward curiosity. It's basically a playground for your inner Jedi. And then there are the meditation points. Sure, they're save hubs, but they're also where you customize everything. Lightsaber stances, skill trees, cosmetics. Want to fight like Obi-Wan? Pick the single blade. Prefer chaos? Dual wield. Want to smash through enemies like a tank? The crossguard stance is brutal. The best part? You can respect any time. If Ninja Jedi isn't working out, flip to Space Barbarian on the fly. That flexibility keeps the gameplay fresh even 20 hours in. We've saved the biggest for last. The Witcher 3 isn't just addictive, it's legendary. You're Geralt of Rivia, grumpy swordsman with 2 blades and 0 patience, searching for your adopted daughter in a war-torn, monster-filled world. What makes it stand out is the sheer depth. Side quests here aren't filler. They're fully written stories. One minute you're hunting a werewolf, the next you're unraveling a curse involving a haunted spoon. The world is breathtaking. War-scorched villages, snowy mountains, fairy tale kingdoms. Everywhere feels alive. You could spend hours just wandering and still find something new. And then, of course, there's Gwent. The in-game card game's so good it spun off into its own franchise. Bluffing, baiting, sacrificing rounds, it's dangerously addictive on its own, almost like Witch Reception. This is the perfect game to end the list with, because once you step into The Witcher 3, you're not just playing a game, you're living in another world. And getting out? Well, good luck. So, which of these games stole the most hours of your life? Or is there another hidden gem I totally missed? Drop it in the comments. I love reading your stories. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.